Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The village of Emmerdale had never been quieter or more tense. The mist hung low over the rolling hills, wrapping the familiar streets in a ghostly shroud. Inside the woolpack, the air was thick with speculation, whispers bouncing off the walls like restless shadows. Everyone seemed to sense it. The end of Ray's story was near, and the truth about his mysterious death was finally about to surface. Val Pollard sat perched on a stool at the bar, clutching her teacup as though it were a lifeline. "I just can't believe it's come to this," she muttered to Kim, who had been unusually quiet, her eyes scanning the room like a hawk. "Ray, gone, and nobody knows who did it." Across the village, at Home Farm, secrets were simmering behind closed doors. Charity Dingle paced nervously, her mind racing with every cryptic clue she had uncovered in the past weeks. She had been close to Ray in ways no one else realized, and now that closeness weighed heavily on her conscience. Each revelation seemed more dangerous than the last. The truth, she knew, could tear the village apart, or worse, put someone behind bars. Outside, the Dingles gathered on the edge of the village, murmuring theories. "It's gotta be one of the new lot," Chaz muttered, fists clenched. "Who else would have a reason to do him in?" But the question wasn't just who, it was why. Ray's death had seemed random at first, a tragic accident in the dead of night. But the deeper the investigation dug, the more sinister the reality became. He had enemies, yes, but enemies whose motives were tangled up in betrayal, greed, and heartbreak. Everyone in the village had a secret, and Ray's demise had somehow been the spark that threatened to ignite them all. Meanwhile, at the police station, D.I. Malone leaned back in his chair, sifting through a mountain of evidence. He had been chasing leads for weeks, each twist more confounding than the last. A torn photograph, a threatening text, a misplaced alibi, each piece of the puzzle pointed in multiple directions. Yet Malone had an instinct, a gut feeling that the final revelation was just around the corner. "This village hides its secrets well," he muttered, staring at Ray's file. "But every secret has a way of coming out." Back in the woolpack, the atmosphere had shifted. Villagers who once laughed freely now whispered cautiously, glancing over shoulders as though the walls themselves might betray them. Even Aaron felt it, the creeping sense that the calm before the storm never lasted long in Emmerdale. He rubbed his hands together, anxiety and anticipation battling within him. As night fell, a mysterious figure appeared near the old barn. Someone had been watching, waiting for the right moment to reveal the truth. The shadows stretched long across the courtyard, echoing the tension that had gripped the village for months. One by one, the villagers gathered, drawn inexplicably to the barn, hearts pounding, eyes wide. Then, with a trembling hand, the figure stepped forward. The air froze. A hush fell over the crowd. "It's time you all knew the truth about Ray," the figure said, voice shaking yet resolute. The revelation that followed would shock, devastate, and tear at the heart of Emmerdale forever, forcing friends and foes alike to confront their darkest secrets. For the fans watching at home, it was impossible to look away. Tears blurred the screen as the drama unfolded, the threads of Ray's life and death finally connecting in a shocking, unforgettable climax. One thing was certain, Emmerdale would never be the same again.